Thank you guys so much for your patience while we got these games set up. This time, it's going to be CandyTom versus Torst. Now, Peanut, what are some predictions? I know we don't have a lot of information on these two guys, but just take your best guess, I guess.
Yeah, well, looking at these, we both know they're both diamond players, so that's a huge plus there. But CandyTom is somebody we don't know much about. On the other side, Torst, I think, is the winner of one of our previous tournaments. We've seen some very good play from him in the past, so I'm very excited to see what he pulls out today.
Torst, I would believe that he would be the fan favorite. We'll have to get those predictions set up in just a few moments to see who the chat is going to decide on who's going to win here. But right now, Torst going to win with just a sliver of health.
Just a sliver. I mean, they both have very cracked aim on that. It's interesting to see Torst not even recognize or not even react to the health pack steal that CandyTom was doing. He knows that you can't do a whole lot to affect that on that first clone. Oh, he tries to stop it, but unfortunately that's not going to work out for him here.
We're spending a little bit too much time focused on that clone 1. He might get paid back against the clone 2. He almost took him down. I think he just ran out of ammo. Maybe Gun James made an appearance.
Maybe James has been with us. James was with us on the Dart Killer game for sure, so we'll see if he's making an appearance today.
And final loop. Looks like both clone 3s are going to spot each other out here, but CandyTom taking too much damage. He has to get the health pack. 3 seconds left on the clock. He is going to make his push. The clone 3 for Torst. It might get taken down. It does, and that's going to be CandyTom, the sole survivor, on top of the point.
Wow. Now Torst tried their best to play against that health pack steal. I mean, you could see it on the 2, you can see it on the 3. They didn't have the shots off that they needed. If Torst was able to take out that 1 earlier in that little health pack steal, it might have worked out. But they focused too much on that, and I think that's what did it in for that
I was
round.
about to say that CandyTom's clone 1 did miracle work. He distracted the clone 2, and I think he was able to get on point with just 3/4 HP basically.
And you'll see him again. He's doing the same thing. Unfortunately, he's missing some of the B hops, so he's not getting as fast as he wants. But he does take out Torst at the end here, so you never know. CandyTom is looking very good on this first game here.
That 2 health pack steal. That's a very standard strat. Most players do know how to deal with it here, but it looks like Torst is having a little bit of trouble just trying to take him down. Not so much trouble this time around.
Yes, he was able to figure it out there. That second resync is going to cause him problems in his 3rd loop. Oh, but if Torst is able to knock him down, he is off point, but that two being dead could be helpful near the end here.
They're both off point though.
They are. Nobody's on point, actually.
All about the gun battle over near the point. Not on top of it, just right next to it. But speaking of right next to, Torst being right next to the health pack here, he is going to be able to pick up the health pack. CandyTom's clone 2. HP on top of the point. They're both going to spot each other out, and Torst is going to get deleted instantly. CandyTom looking real strong in this game. Oh, but he's not able to clear the point. It's going to go into overtime.
It looks like he was paying attention to Torst 2 and didn't even realize that 1 was still there. So Torst will have a relatively full health clone on point, but 0 health packs on his end. And if I'm not mistaken, oh, no, it looks like CandyTom does have the 1. We'll see if that comes into play later in this game. Torst doing a very good job of keeping himself avoided, but not near the end there.
Wait, so you're telling me that the clone 2s that didn't make it on top of the point were the cause of this game going into overtime?
I think they were, actually. I think they were. Right. Against, yeah, you see Torst clone 2 is very low health point, but he goes for it.
Loop. Very dangerous here. CandyTom already getting desynced on that second loop. Torst, 2 clones on top of the point, but I don't know how much longer they're going to stay alive for.
Yeah, it'll be tough. I mean, all CandyTom needs to do is really get 1 shot on either of those clones. But Torst with his presence, it looks like Torst is resetting, so that should give him the advantage here.
CandyTom on top of the point with full HP. He's going to go full on aggro trying to take down Torst, but he's going to pay for it. He gets deleted, and there's no health packs up. This is a game for, or the point at least for Torst. There's really nothing else that CandyTom can do. All of his clones are desynced. Clone 1, Clone 2, Clone 3 gone. They're kind of standing right next to each other, but it's going to be first point going in favor of Torst.
Yeah, Torst was able to clean that up. He knew once CandyTom rushed him there, it was going to be over. He did. I mean, those were some very clean shots there. Probably at least 2 headshots as he comes in, and then clean B-hops here. All he had to do was take out that one. I mean, very textbook round for Torst. Although it would not have happened without that overtime. So we'll see what happens in the next clean round.
Now, what's cool about that last overtime battle with the threes is, although I think CandyTom had a technical advantage, Torst positioned himself just cleanly behind some sort of preventive barrier using those slight ramps over at the near the spawn point, and that allowed Torst to just have that advantage at the end.
Yeah, and here we're seeing Torst again recognizing that CandyTom is doing this health pack steal, and slowly figuring out exactly how to deal with it. I'm not sure if that's going to be the correct play, but Torst definitely trying something out.
Just running over to the left side health pack. He's going to get some heavy fire over from CandyTom's clone too. At least he's able to get the clone one, but CandyTom has some serious pressure going on to Torst with the explosion from the barrel, and that's going to be an impromptu invincibility strat.
It is, I mean, CandyTom knows what he's doing. He'll shoot that barrel early and get rid of that hazard. But it could, that barrel is it's placed pretty precariously on purpose on this map, and we'll see if that comes into play anymore.
With number 3, and CandyTom is going to spot out Torst, but Torst is at least going to play near the health pack. However, there's one health pack gone away from CandyTom. 3 seconds left. I don't think he has that much time. He has got to land pixel perfect B-hops. He misses one. That's going to cost him dearly as Torst gets on top of the point having a tea party.
Yes, he was able. Your comment on that health pack was perfect. He stole the health pack from himself with his own 2, and then once he knocked down, he realized, oh no, I'm gonna have to run. He runs all the way across, but by that point, there was no time to make it. I think he actually even landed. No, it looks like he'd missed a B-hop or 2, so maybe he would have had a chance there, but it looks like that was a clean shot for Torst all the way.
Yeah, typically I think at least 3 seconds is needed to B-hop. However, you're cutting it close. There's a chance that you might need, well, you definitely would need to shoot while you're on your way to the point, and if you miss the timing on that, which is very easy to do, it'll cost you dearly, which you saw here in the last loop.
Now it's interesting there that you see Torst diving to point with not really caring much about where he's getting shot from, because he knows he knocked down CandyTom quite a bit on halfway through that health pack steal. If he's able to take that left side health pack early, he'll be able to negate that entire steal. Hopefully, although it doesn't look like he's going for that yet. Oh,
Getting deleted, one health pack taken away from him, and the other health pack getting taken away at that exact same time. So Torst is clone 1 and clone 2 not looking so good. CandyTom actually full HP on both clones.
yeah, it looks like Torst was trying to play that correctly, but unfortunately was not able to do it. I think he was trying to go for a little extra health down on CandyTom's 1, and unfortunately got taken out himself.
Third and final loop, and this could be Torst's game. Game 1 victory. Trying to go for the aggressive steal. No, he's not able to get the health pack. He's trying to rush. It's a B-hop race. Who's going to make it here? CandyTom, the one who didn't get the B-hops last game, gets them this game, and he's 100% HP on all 3 clones. That's CandyTom's second point, getting us to battle for point number 5.
That was a very clean play from CandyTom on those B-hops. I mean, he hit every single one. He was able to get in front, and I think Torst may have messed up one of those, and it screwed him up there, but CandyTom was playing that perfectly.
Man, that was scary close. If Torst landed that last B-hop, he would have got the health pack for sure.
Here we go again. We see the same strat coming out, but Torst has seen it multiple times this game. If he figures out how to play against it, it could be the end for CandyTom. But the aim beats all in some cases. It can beat all.
You know what? The CandyTom has run that exact same strat, and it's been very close each round, hasn't it?
I'm sure Torst is working his brain trying to figure out exactly what to play it. He's shooting clones first. He's taking health packs second. He's trying to see anything that can make it work. But CandyTom is doing a great job of keeping Torst busy, making sure that he can't even focus those ones if he tries.
CandyTom is basically, I'll distract you, and while you're distracted, I'll take you down somewhere else on the game.
He knew it. He knows his strategies and he's playing them very cleanly here. It's great to see that from a challenger player.
Number 3, because Torst is taking some heavy fire from CandyTom. CandyTom is still full HP. I think he's also picked up the health pack, but Torst is going to make his push. No, CandyTom with half HP, but it doesn't even matter. CandyTom going to switch it out here and get the game victory against Torst.
Very well played. I mean, he's leaning onto those strats hard and hard. They are working for him. Torst is trying to judge on which side he needs to shoot, and when you're trying to decide that, you're going to get shot down from the middle.
And in a surprising victory, CandyTom going to get that game win. Guys, we'll be right back as we get the next game set up for you. And we're back with game 2 in a best-of-3 match of CandyTom versus Torst. Torst losing that last game, CandyTom taking that last game, making it 1-0. Pino, let's hear about that pick and ban phase that we missed there.
Yeah, so for today, this game's picks and bans, we have Torst banning Tor and CandyTom banning Violet. They want to make sure they get those kind of cheesy strats out of there. Torst goes with Justin for that pre-fire, while CandyTom, we see somebody who hasn't been picked much. We've seen a Levka pick from him. Now, he can see those clones once they die, as I call it the sixth sense. And when he is able to do that, he should be able to get avoid maybe some of the pre-fire that Torst is trying to throw at him. So we'll see how that works out.
No, that's crazy. Did you see that Torst impromptu strat? CandyTom has been running 2 health pack steals, and the moment he saw CandyTom pick up the health pack, he ran to grab the other one.
He did, actually. I saw that. So that might be the adaptation that we were hoping for in the last game. And he did it again there. Look, he's going after that kills before the health packs come through. I think we might have a game on our hands.
Oh, just as we say that though, CandyTom still gonna reverse it in his favor. I don't know. It could go either way still.
It could definitely still go either way. If Torst is learning how to play with these strats, CandyTom is definitely going to have to pay attention on how he's playing these health pack strats.
Health pack strat. We'll see how that health pack strat is going to work out here. Torst is going to be able to take down CandyTom, but CandyTom stole the health pack before Torst's one did. Torst had a little bit of a back foot, but he's on top of the point. One more clone. He's able to do it, and that's going to be Torst getting the first point of the game.
Wow. So you see both players playing extreme adaptations on that. CandyTom knew after his second clone that his health pack strat was losing. So he had to dive toward that health pack, but Torst knew exactly what to do. That he shot him down and cleaned up the point very nicely.
I honestly thought CandyTom had that. The moment he stole that health pack away from Torst, it looked like it was just his game to go.
I agree, but Torst, he's figuring out these adaptations. It's great to see that from some of these players. It really is. Once again, Torst playing against that health pack strat.
And I think this just comes from Torst's vast knowledge of this game. Both Torst and CandyTom are actually very long-time Quantum League players.
Yeah.
I've actually played against CandyTom in ranked. That guy's really good.
Oh, right. Well, that's... hey, there you go.
Wait, and Torst too. I think it took one game off CandyTom, but I haven't taken any games off Torst yet.
It's tough. Anytime I come against a diamond player, I'm always very nervous, scared, and I can imagine all these diamond players. Oh, that's a pre-fire shot from Torst.
And that pre-fire gonna deal some significant damage. I think I saw that on the... Gonza in chat was just saying that if you look on the kill feed, whenever Justin gets a kill, you can see it. There's a little marker that shows it. And that's only with a pre-fire bonus too. But CandyTom is going to spot out Torst's clone 3 here. They're on a deadlock battle, but 18 HP. CandyTom might be able to win it. He is able to take on Torst, but will he be able to take on the clone 1? Not enough damage yet. And now this is looking not so good for CandyTom as it goes into overtime.
Now, it doesn't look good for CandyTom, but what he does have on his side is this health pack that Torst is immediately going. So, I mean, CandyTom is going to have a very hard time on 3. I think he's at about 7 to 10 health, right on point there. So, I mean, with this advantage on Torst, it's going to be tough for CandyTom to pull this back.
I agree. I think it's really going to be decided on if CandyTom's clone 3 is able to steal that health pack away from Torst's clone 1. I don't know. Torst got there really fast.
Yeah. You'll see now both players with brand new healthy clones. CandyTom once again trying for his health pack strats, although there is no health pack to take.
And CandyTom plays very aggressive.
I think I just saw a 360 come out of Torst, but I'm not sure because he died right in the middle of it.
Yeah, let's rewind. We'll get the rewind. We'll see.
And... yes, it was. All right.
This is the moment. We'll have to see if any pre-fire shots take down CandyTom. It's over. Is he able to make that B-hop rush? He is ahead of Torst here. He is able to get his B-hop rush and get back into his own side, and that's going to be huge. Torst is going to be able to take on the clone 2 at least. Clone 3s are going to spot each other out, but CandyTom takes the brunt of the damage. Torst might get this. No, it's going to be CandyTom, the one who swings it back in his favor, and that's going to be the first play for CandyTom in a very close game.
Now, what you'll see here, I think Torst was trying his best to try and take out the CandyTom's 3, but unfortunately he took out his own 1 with that rush. It made it very difficult to clean that up, and then just gets extremely knocked down as he rushed a point. I mean, that was CandyTom really turning that around.
So Torst is saying he hit his DPI button on Clone 2. I think that's what the 360 is. Maybe he turned up the DPI too high and did like a 360.
That you know what? That feels like a very good explanation. Probably just whipped his mouse a little bit too hard. So CandyTom unfortunately not able to pull off that complete health pack strat, but he is able to take the 2 health packs, only taking a minuscule amount of damage in between them. So we'll see if Torst is able to capitalize on that.
For the most part, not a whole lot of varying strategies here. It looks like just CandyTom, 2 health pack steals, and then aggressive plays.
Yeah, this game really is showing us strategies can butt up against each other. When you have these health pack strats, they can, they work very well against players who aren't really sure how those health packs work. But for players like these who've been playing for so long, they know that once that health pack takes, those resyncs can be very beneficial in the future.
Benefit this is going to give CandyTom here. CandyTom does get desync, but immediately resyncs right back up as both players take up the health pack. CandyTom is at a bit of disadvantage as he has lower health than Torst, but he might be able to take him down. No, one more shot should be able to do it, but the melee will be able to take him down, and that's Torst going to get the second point, but gain him 1 point closer to his match.
Very well played from Torst there. He plays it just to the final seconds of the round, knowing that once Torst gets there, he's going to be standing still virtually. He takes down the 3 first and just barely takes out the 2 with the clone flying in the opposite direction.
That's how his melee was so hard that he flew behind Torst away from the direction where the melee hit, and then his body just flip-flops everywhere.
Now, you'll see that CandyTom did get taken down quite a bit, but I think he just landed probably the perfect B-hops across the first 2 corners there. That was very impressive from him. Very fast movement from this guy.
And that's no easy feat to do. I mean, the only person I've seen that's able to do even perfect B-hops is probably like Karambo. I've never seen really miss a B-hop.
No, and that was looking very Karambo-esque in that... Torst trying to run across for this extra health, but it's not going to do him.
Is he just in time?
Wow, I take that back. He gets the 0. Oh, that's a 15-second kill. That one might not work out so well. Torst might want to take out that 2 a little bit earlier, because I would not be confident that that last clone is going to stay is actually dead.
We'll see who's going to stay dead, who's going to stay alive at the end of this loop here. Torst is able to bring down that clone 2. It's going to be up to the clone 3 to save the day. Will CandyTom be able to do it? One more shot. Who's going to win it? It's going to be CandyTom. What in the world? The last pistol shot. Torst wasn't able to do it.
Oh my goodness. Torst just, he got his own 2 knocked down. I'm not sure from what, but then once he pushed his 3, it was just a all-out battle between 1 and 1 clone, and Torst or CandyTom just figuring out where to land that last shot. Beautifully shot. Very, very well played.
I love the chat between these guys too. They're very like proper and like oh, indeed, good job, sir. Like,
and there you go. You see Torst again doing his best to play against that health pack strat. He actually took the health pack before CandyTom could even make it there, causing CandyTom to take a different route. I'm not sure if that's going to work out for him in the long run, but it's definitely interesting to see him trying that.
And I feel like this comes from these 2 players just playing each other for so long. They have so many different mind games going on in this game. Like, is CandyTom gonna do this or that? Is Torst gonna react in this way? This is crazy. Speaking of crazy, Torst, that aim.
It's good aim. It really is.
Third and final loop. Who do you think is gonna win?
I gotta go with my boy Torst on this. I've seen him win a tournament before, and I feel like I watch him make this comeback here.
All right, Pat. I'm going with CandyTom, but speaking of which player is gonna make it here, Torst 55 HP. CandyTom does have full HP, but 3 seconds left on the clock. He is gonna be able. No, he's gonna be able to desync Torst, and he's able to clear off all the clones with what 3 HP on top of the point. He gets the game win. That's right, Peanut. That's right.
Unbelievable how close that was. The shots, I mean, Torst was down to 1 HP, and he was able to knock down CandyTom just a bit more, but they just, it was so close. Very well played on CandyTom for a nice 2-0 to take him to the grand finals.
And those pistol shots at the end, ding, ding, ding. Those are perfect headshots too.
Very much so. Very much so.
Speaking of, guys, we're going into our 3rd match here, the best of 3 match, and the winner will move on to the finals. We'll be right back as we get that set up for you.